If you listen to the mainstream financial news, you'd think the sky is falling right now. You'd think the dollar is worthless and we're about 5 minutes away from trading bottle caps for gasoline. Everyone is terrified of recession. And in real estate, panic usually means people freeze up. They stop buying. But while everyone else is doom scrolling and worrying about their office buildings that have been vacant since 2020, let's be honest, the smartest money in the room is quietly doubling down on one specific asset class. It's ugly. It's usually located next to a highway off ramp in Ohio. Yeah, it smells faintly of powdered eggs. It's undeniably the most recession-proof real estate in America. Today, we're talking about the extended stay hotel and why it's the ultimate cheat code for apartment conversions. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we talk a lot about hotel conversions to apartments and real estate investing. It's where the actual money and wealth is made, not just the sexy stuff you see on HGTV. Right now, the hottest buzzword in the industry is adaptive reuse. You hear it everywhere. It's everywhere. Which is basically taking an old, useless building and turning it into something people actually need, usually apartments. Because let's be honest, nobody needs another B-class office park right now. So tons of investors are looking at old hotels to turn them into multifamily housing. The logic seems solid. It already has rooms, it has hallways, it has a roof. How hard could it be? Turns out, very hard. In fact, it's very expensive. If you buy an old Holiday Inn, for example, and try to turn it into apartments, you run into the kitchen nightmare. And no, I'm not talking about Gordon Ramsay screaming at a chef. I'm talking about plumbing and amperage. You see, a standard hotel room is designed for a mini fridge and a hairdryer running at the same time. Maybe. It's not designed for an oven, a 4-burner stove, a full-size refrigerator, and a dishwasher. To retrofit a standard hotel room with a functional kitchen, you're basically tearing the building down to the studs. You're ripping up concrete slabs to run new waste lines. You're upgrading electrical panels that look like they were installed by Thomas Edison himself. It destroys your budget. And suddenly, that cheap hotel buy isn't so cheap anymore. But what if there was a type of hotel that was already, 80% of the way completed? Enter the gold standard of conversion assets, the extended stay hotel. Think Residence Inn, Homewood Suites, Town Place Suites. They're awesome. Why are these the holy grail? It's simple physics and economics. Number one, the kitchenette. These bad boys were built with kitchens in mind. They already have the plumbing stacks in the right places. It's beautiful. They have the 220-volt outlets for ranges, not all of them, but many of them do. They have adequate ventilation. When you convert an extended stay, you aren't inventing a kitchen. You're just updating one. That difference alone can save you $20,000 to $40,000 per door in construction costs, which that matters. Number two, the floor plan. Your average nightly hotel room is maybe 300 square feet. It's not really big. That's a tight squeeze for an apartment. Extended stay units are usually 400, 500, sometimes 600 square feet. Much larger, and they're already laid out like a functional studio or one-bedroom apartment. It's the difference between trying to fit, a V8 engine into a tricycle versus putting a new engine into a used Ford F-150. One is an engineering nightmare, and the other is just a weekend project. Okay, the construction angle is great, right? Who doesn't love saving money? I want to save money, you want to save money, everyone wants to save money. But remember the start of this video. I said this was the most recession-proof asset in America, which is a really bold claim. Let's look at the data. We're looking at sources like CoStar and STR data that track hospitality performance over decades. Historically, when the economy nosedives, think 2008 or the COVID crash of 2020, the hospitality industry gets slaughtered. Business travel stops, vacationers stay home. But look at the extended stay segment. It is incredibly sticky. According to CoStar data analysis, during past economic downturns, extended stay hotels consistently maintained occupancy premiums of 10 to 15 percentage points over the rest of the industry. But why? Because the tenant profile, it's awesome. In a good economy, these rooms are filled with corporate consultants on expense accounts and families waiting for their houses to be built. They got cash. They pay high nightly rates. But in a bad economy, these hotels become the de facto affordable housing stock of America. When people lose their homes or get divorced, unfortunately, or need to relocate for cheaper work. What do? Where do they go? They go to a place that doesn't require a 12-month lease. They go to a place that doesn't require a first and last month's rent deposit. It's really expensive. And crucially, they go to a place with a kitchen so they don't have to eat out every single night. It's expensive. They go to these extended stays. Everyone knows this. This is why these assets are pure gold for investors right now. If you buy an extended stay, you have unmatched flexibility and probably should never sell it. Let me explain. Option A, you keep running it as a hotel. If a recession hits, you know your occupancy floor is higher than everyone else's. You're going to be fine. You do have some downside protection built in. Option B, you convert it to multifamily apartments. Because the kitchens and layouts are already done, your speed to market is incredibly fast, and there's a high probability that the city will approve your rezoning. While other developers are stuck in 2 years of permitting to build ground up, you're leasing units in 6 months or less. In inflationary times, being able to finish construction quickly is the only way to survive. The headlines are scary right now. There's a lot of distress coming in commercial real estate. But distress spells opportunity if you know what to buy. Don't try to force a square peg into a round hole by converting a 1970s roadside motel with plumbing issues. Look for the assets that were built for long-term living from day one. By the way, I personally love the 1970s and older roadside motels that are aged and incredibly difficult to convert, but that's because I've done it multiple times. And I have an affinity for the historic properties on Route 66 and Americana. I just love old roadside motels, so reach out to me if you need help. The extended stay segment or the extended stay industry isn't really that sexy. It's just really profitable. And in the recession, profitable is the sexiest thing there is. What do you guys think? Are you guys bullish on conversions, or do you think the construction costs are still way too high, even if it was almost done? Let me know in the comments below. I'm building a software that will help you understand the risks and the returns in converting your hotel or motel into an apartment community. Follow along if you'd like access to this software, or if you want to help me with beta testing. If you found this valuable, please smash the like button. It helps the algorithm. It's going to help my videos reach more viewers. Guys, thank you so much for watching today. Check out my next video. I'll see you in the next one.